Hello everyone and welcome back to another Taxi Life video, but today this is one with a little bit of a difference because we're all interested in what the future development of Taxi Life is going to be, and on Simteract's Discord just this afternoon they have released a roadmap and it shows us what is planned to be coming up over the next few short months, in fact between March and June of 2024. So we're going to have a look at that and we're going to see what that's all about, what we've got coming up. So let's take a quick look at the graphic that was released. So if we work from left to right, we can already see we had patch 1 and just more recently we had patch 2. The lists of fixes and improvements are actually there on the graphic. If you want to take a look at those, we have covered those in the previous videos. But next up we've got patch 3. And within patch 3 we've got additional steering wheels support on PC. Don't worry if you're waiting for steering wheels on consoles, that's coming up, we'll get to that shortly. There are also some settings coming up for steering wheels for force feedback, more AI improvements, especially bugs around road crossings. So that has got better in the last 2 patches, hasn't it? But there still is some work to do around the road crossings. I think we'll all agree on that. AI cars physics improvements, and then a very general one that says various bug fixes. Now that could be that it's just like that because there's quite a list of bug fixes, and this is just a short and sweet graphic to show that something's being worked on. There may be a list we can get hold of to see exactly what those bug fixes are, but it just depends how many is included in that category. But also with patch 3, which is the next one, we've got a number of community requests. And look at the first one. In the last video, when I was driving around the electric car, do you remember I kept saying to you, the screeching wheels was driving me absolutely mad? First on the list, reduced screeching wheels, which is a community request. So I'm obviously not on my own with that bit of feedback, which is quite nice. There are some field of view settings, so that's good. We may be able to sit further back in the seat of the taxi. Which will help us when we're looking left and right. Certainly that's what I would use it for. Again, in the last video I was saying that it's nice to sit in the driver's seat the whole time, but when you get to the end of a road or a street you want to look left and right, it's difficult to be able to do that whilst turning the corner at the same time. And there is another setting I would like when we get onto patch 4. I'm wondering if it's included in that, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. There is going to be more radio variety. I got to admit, even when I'm playing on my own, I haven't had the radio switched on. Is that something that you guys use? Do you put the radio on as you're driving around, get a bit of music pumping out? I have not used that at all. The inverted axis feature is coming. That's always useful for lots of people. And we've got some new avatars coming up. Now, if you've chosen your avatar for your driver at the beginning, I'm not entirely sure if you have the option to update that or if you need to create a new profile. I'm really not sure. But anyway, that's patch 3. And again, just to remind you that these patches are all coming between March and June. So they're only around the corner. We're already in April, remember. So patch 1 and patch 2 have been done up to this point. But patch 4... there will be some more steering wheel bug fixes and some models supported, so that's good news for PC players. Continuous improvements of AI, which includes car traffic and pedestrians. And then this is the other setting that I was talking about. This is cabin camera position settings. So I'm kind of hoping that if you're in the driver's position, when you look left and right, I would like to have a camera position that snaps back to the centre. So if we look left and right and let go, it'll snap us back to the centre. I'd like to see that. We see that in lots of driving games, don't we? There will be menu options to customise traffic and events spawning rates, which is quite nice. That will help with performance as well, I'm sure, if you can customise that. Once again, in this patch, various bug fixes. So it could be they're just not defined what those bug fixes are, but they're going to include them. Then the big news in patch 5, which a lot of you have been waiting to hear, and that is steering wheels on consoles. Now, I do know they've been hard at work trying to work this out, and they've had some challenges, and lots of you said they shouldn't release a driving game without support for steering wheels. It doesn't make sense. And you know, I've got a lot of sympathy with that. You're probably right. But by patch 5, so this is the end of June, steering wheels will be available on consoles. So keep that in the back of your mind. Don't give up hope yet if you have got a steering wheel on console. It is coming. Also in patch 5, it's very vague, isn't it? Patch 5, the most frequently reported community requests. So they've not really defined patch 5, have they, yet? Apart from steering wheels on consoles. So just a reminder as well, it does say at the bottom, the roadmap isn't final, which is good because patch 5 does need some updating. The content and timing are subject to change. But I think that if they weren't pretty confident on the contents of what is on this graphic that you're looking at now, I don't think they would have released it to the community and risked the wrath of all the players. I think this is pretty good. So that is the roadmap. What do you think? I've said it all the time. It's nice that they are continually improving. Some of this stuff admittedly should have been in the game when it released, but it's nice that they're going back, but also they're adding community requests as well. So things that are not bug fixes, quality of life improvements that we've all experienced or wanted as we've been driving around Barcelona in taxi life. It's really nice that they're looking at that as well, and they're adding to it to make this an all-round quite nice driving game, to be honest, and quite relaxing. So let me know what you think. Are you looking forward to the next patch? I know a lot of you are looking forward to patch 5 in particular for the steering wheel support on consoles, but do let me know what you think. Don't forget to leave me a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you to our over 5,000 subscribers now on the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.